Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Errol Spence flipped over his Ferrari at 3 o'clock in the morning last night and went to the ICU. The reports, at least the from I read from Ring Magazine, say that he is okay, that mostly the injuries that he suffered, he's going to be able to get through. So that's good news. Our hurt and good wishes certainly go out to Errol Spence as he deals with this terrible thing that happened in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I have a friend that lives near the DFW area. DFW stands for Dallas Fort Worth.
For you non-local Texans.
Earl Spence, being from Dallas. And yeah, he texted me today and he was like, "What happened with Earl Spence?" And then I tend to not look. I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time scanning news and different things like that. So I got other people tell me things, and so he's like, "I just saw the security footage from the wreck. It happened on I-30, and it was interesting to hear like I-30. So I used to live closer to that area, and it makes it like a little more real when you're familiar with the area instead of initially it was like, oh, this is a boxer. It's a terrible tragedy. I hope that he's okay." But then I was like, oh, I kind of forgot. Oh, yeah, Errol Spence lives in Dallas. And I used to like be in that area a lot. And that seems very like close to home. So when that
It's our hometown guy, Errol Spence, I guess. Because both of us, we live in Houston, but we associate more with the DFW area, I would argue, based on the Texas Rangers. That's our favorite baseball team. Rachel is from the area a little bit. And of course, everybody loves America's team.
Okay.
She doesn't. That's why I said that. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, there's not much to say really about the situation. There's a lot of, if you want to go on Twitter and see people speculate all over the place. I even read an article from, I think, the Dallas Morning News, which headline was basically, Errol Spence just learned one of the most valuable lessons of his life. And I'm like, did he? We don't know what Errol Spence learned from this, because Errol Spence might get in a wreck the next day. Also, we're so quick to judge situations based on limited or no information. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what happened. All I know is he was in a wreck, he's in the ICU, and I hope he gets better.
Yeah. So I will say that I get that there's a tendency to, I guess, go ahead and categorize like, oh, this person like flipped their Ferrari. They must have been doing. It's like we have to assign like a reason for why it happened, and so I will say that that inclination exists in me, but like I walk it back
because we don't know,
and I have to say, Rachel, you could very much be in that same situation.
Yeah.
And rather than go ahead and assign
blame,
which is what is a natural like human tendency to do, that we want to quickly assign like blame for something. But like just to acknowledge that like I could wreck my car on any given day, you know?
Yeah, because we're quick to make up.
Now here's what I can say: it will never be a Ferrari.
Right, but that's just our social economic stuff. You don't know never either.
Okay.
But probably wouldn't buy a Ferrari. But listen, just on personal preference. Listen, it's so quick to make up negative stories about the situation. Yeah. So we hear Earl Spence, car accident, 3 a.m. First thing everybody thinks is Earl Spence was drunk and he flipped over his car, right? And that might be true. But what's also might be true, based on the amount of information we had, is somebody called Earl Spence and they really needed help, and Earl Spence was rushing over there to help this guy, because this guy, I don't know, he really needed, like, he was going to kill himself, and Earl was going to come over there and save him, and we don't make up that story about Earl Spence, and that says more about us as people than it does about Earl Spence.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with the story, but even if it was something like, oh, Earl Spence, maybe he did drink. Maybe he drank and drive and flipped over his car. Thankfully, nobody was hurt or injured or dead. How many of you out there have done any little stupid thing that could have led to similar things? I bet almost everybody has or knows somebody who has. So it's not like people don't make mistakes. We're so quick to point our fingers and judge when it's not us, knowing full well that we do the same things in our own lives.
Well, and you bring up a good point, because one of the things, if you've read or heard anything from Brene Brown, is that she shares a story where she had asked her husband about the idea of blaming and making up stories about people. And he said, I don't know like what's right. All I know is that when I make up the best story about somebody, my life is better.
Yeah.
So that when we are quick to point out, make up negative stories about people, most 99% of the time they don't even know about it.
Yeah, it's dumb.
It just makes it puts us in like puts me in a little negative cloud. And so I struggle with being negative, and it's something I struggle with. But I practiced this yesterday, Tuesday, while I was coming home. I drive in and out of Houston on Tuesdays, and cars were zipping in and out of me, and so I go, oh, that person must be pregnant on their way to have a baby. And then a second car came right by, and I went, oh, that person, their dad must be sick, and they must be rushing to see them. And like, I have to say, like, my driving experience was much more pleasant because it didn't bother me really. But my initial inclination is to be like, why are they rushed? Like, why'd they like speed around me like that? I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a
that
common
kind of thing.
Human thing that we're going to deal with every day. But I will say, don't rush to judgment on Errol Spence. We don't know what happened, and we don't have to do that. You are interested, you even care that Errol Spence, there's plenty of people that got in car wrecks yesterday that we don't know. You care about it because Errol Spence does something that gives your life entertainment, and I would argue even joy. You love watching boxing, you love watching this guy fight, or you love to root against him, whatever it may be. You're interested in him because he provides you an amount of joy in your life. So why not just give Earl the benefit of the doubt? And you know what? If something came out that maybe you were like, see, I told you. No, that's an opportunity to wish Earl the best in his recovery and learning lessons in life, because we all grow and learn and change over time. Yeah. You know what else grows and changes over time?
Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel?
Yeah, our subscriber count. We're up over 800. We appreciate you watching the show. Be sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and helps us stay out of trouble in the middle of the night. What? There's no trouble we're getting in. Well, not these days.